Hey guys, welcome to another episode of surferbrg review time. Now, I decided this one, I'm going to try to do a comparison review. First time doing a comparison review, like I'm going to review like a game that was released on either 2 game systems or more. So, right now, here's what I want to focus on right now. Now, if you guys out there are fans of that game, World Heroes, it was a game actually released for the, it was actually an arcade hit on the Neo Geo arcade machine. Well, I figured, during that time, they're also bringing the arcade hits to like retro games such as like Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis. Well, game World Heroes, I have 2 of them now, and I'm doing a comparison. One I got for the Sega Genesis copy, and another one I got a Super Nintendo copy. They both may look the same, but trust me, when you first play this, you'll notice the difference when you play a Sega and a Super Nintendo. So right now, let's start with the Sega version. Actually, when I first played this one, I was all like, what the? It is pretty fine, but Sega Genesis version, this is weird actually. Excuse me if I'm getting a little crazy, but at least I'm expressing my own opinion. But look at because instead of showing a regular like menu screen, all it just shows you is it only gives you like, all it just gives you is how hard you want. That's all it gives you. Not a 2-player option. Doesn't give you like a 2-player option. I guess that's unless you do the arcade style where you have to plug in another controller and you know, play it. But I was, because actually, to be honest, back when they had Neo Geo was bringing when they were selling game systems, Neo Geo game systems, that's all a lot of their games were like. When you start the game, they'll just ask you like how hard you want, and that's all. The one thing difference was the Neo Geo one did include an option settings. When Sega Genesis, they didn't include an option settings. Now, the characters are pretty good, decent, but graphics, they're kind of laggy actually, to be honest. And when I was playing too, the controls felt like they're stiff, or like, felt like, you know, really stiff, that it's like, you know, I don't know how to describe the controls, but it's just really stiff. And I do like the gameplay, and sometimes the attacks are a little laggy on the Sega Genesis version. But I was all like, dang, this is a big disappointment. I mean, how could they screw up one for the Sega Genesis? Oh, I almost forgot. Yeah, that is true. Because remember when they had that X-Men game? Because they were worried game systems would butcher the graphics. Well, it looks like the Sega Genesis did a good job of butchering the graphics this one. So anyway, I'm going to put the controller down. Alright, now, so I guess the Sega Genesis version was kind of a big disappointment. Now, the one question you're wondering, is the Super Nintendo one a big disappointment? Well, you know what? Why don't we just pop this one in and give this one a try. Now, when I was playing the Super Nintendo one, this one I got later on because I was at some place or whatever, wherever I got it. But I'll talk about that after the video, at the end of the video. But anyway, Super Nintendo one, after I was playing it, I was like surprised. I mean, I guess the truth is, Super Nintendo did a better job than the Sega. No wonder why Sega and Super Nintendo were in big competition during that time. It's because, you know, they were trying, I guess one of the reasons what gave them problems during the competition was the games they released. So after playing the Super Nintendo one, I was surprised. They actually did a good job bringing it to Super Nintendo. I mean, the graphics are more clearly, they're not lagging a little bit, the music's a lot better, and I like how the controls are not even stiff. Plus, they even have the regular option screen where you could even change the controls. Even if for your comfortable, you can even change the controls, difficulty and stuff. Unlike the Sega Genesis, it didn't give much of an option. Now, gameplay, I was surprised. They actually did a lot better. I mean, the character's a little bigger than the Sega one, and it looks a lot better. And a lot of everything's a little bigger and a lot better and clear up. And like the Sega Genesis one was kind of odd. But, to be honest, I have nothing to say about the Super Nintendo one. It's like really good and awesome. I guess there's not much I could say, except maybe sometimes the attacks could lag a little bit. But overall, I'll probably say this one's probably better than the Sega Genesis version, because if you look at the graphics, do a comparison to the graphics, gameplay, otherwise, then you notice that Super Nintendo did a really good job at releasing. So all I have to say is, this one's worth the play actually. So I have to say actually. Now if you guys want to know, after playing both of these, I kind of figured out that Super Nintendo's worth it, but Sega Genesis, you can just toss this one. Sega Genesis isn't worth playing this one. Now you guys are welcome to disagree with me, agree or disagree, but you know, I'm just giving my point of view, like how I see it from here actually. Now, you guys want to know the price on these suckers? This one I got for $3 at some store in Oahu, which, well, at least I didn't have to pay very much for it, which was kind of okay. And this one for the Super Nintendo, I got for like $10 at a convention. I got this for $10 at a convention because I figured. So I guess verdict is go with the Super Nintendo version. Super Nintendo version was a lot better than the Sega Genesis version. Now World Heroes, since it's not really good actually, so I'm probably going to say I'm going to give the World Heroes 6.5 for the Sega Genesis version. Sega Genesis version deserves a 6.5 because of the graphics, the gameplay, and the overall. Now on the Super Nintendo, I was amazed at how the Super Nintendo did a good job and put a lot of effort, and did a better job than Sega at putting it. So I knew a Super Nintendo, this one deserves like at least a 9.5 at least. My only concern about Super Nintendo was sometimes attacks may lag or this attacks, but overall Super Nintendo one's a lot better, so I'm going to give this a 9.5. And that's pretty much all I have to say. So I'm surferbrg. See you guys later.